people today. They could spend half their lives over 50. That's a lot of living. So it helps to have a wise friend and fierce defender in your corner. A friend like AARP. So your health lives longer.
This is just slow-mo karate?
Just slow-mo karate.
Your money lives longer.
I just bought that.
I just sold that.
And your happiness lives longer. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP. Join today.
Hello, my name is Teresa Collins, and I am an Executive Council member for AARP Illinois. AARP, a nonprofit, nonpartisan member organization, has been working to promote the health and well-being of older Americans for more than 60 years. AARP Illinois is proud to represent all those who are 50 plus in Illinois and our 1.7 million members. And we thank you for the opportunity to be your wise friend and fierce defender. Our mission is to enhance the quality of life for all as we age, leading positive social change and delivering value to members through advocacy, service, and information. At AARP, we know that staying fit is one of the pillars of healthy living, and we want to help you on your fitness journey. Physical activity can boost memory, improve thinking, and even lower dementia risk. It's not too late to start. AARP is proud to offer today's virtual event to start or continue you on your fitness journey. Have a wonderful class and enjoy.
Thank you, Lori. Thank you, ARP. Again, it's great to be with you all, and welcome to class. The core of what I teach, as I've been saying throughout this series, is the OMRT method, meditation and motion, learning how to meditate and move. And over the years, I've pretty much made it my own. We have two parts of the posture, two parts of the breath work. The first part is the active part where you're actually doing a posture, breath work. And the second part, you just relax and integrate, just kind of nestle in. We have three different techniques, three total techniques in the OMRT method. We use the breath, of course, focusing there in and out. We use the sensation of the body, the energy. As I said before, energy follows attention. We're about drawing it back in the body rather than being in the mind, creating those stories, worries, dramas. So we're about getting it back in the body. And then we use the third eye, that spot between the eyebrows, that part of you that just steps back and watches. Again, as I've said before, you get there at different times of the day, but we teach you how to get there on demand. It's a powerful, powerful practice, and it's an authentic yoga. Moving and meditating. Back to the breath, we use the breath to release in areas that feel like they're holding more tension, more tightness. And you focus on an area that feels like it's holding, and just breathe that breath right into that area, creating space. No forcing, because if you're forcing, also you're in your mind, and we're about creating that gap away from the thoughts. Being in the best form and alignment for where your body is now, where you feel some intensity, but it's one you can relax into. You're not in your mind about. And also, as I've said, being kind and gentle to your body, but also your mind today. If you have any props, have them nearby, block blankets. With that said, we'll go ahead and become centered by closing the eyes, sitting tall. Beginning to notice the breath moving in and out, belly rising and falling. Just beginning to become present here now. Connecting the sensation, that subtle vibration. That's the energy. Again, for most, it begins in the fingertips. Turning into that subtle hum in the body again. It's always there. We're just uncovering it by releasing. as you're here now, present moment. And then resting in that spot between the eyebrows, 2 to 3 inches inward towards the center of the brain. Again, it just draws you back. Being witness rather than thinking. And being here now. Not moving ahead, not running away, just being here now. Breathe. And let go. And now inhale, drawing the shoulders up toward the ears. Folding forward and down. Allowing the weight of the head to stretch the neck. Turning the head gently side to side as you feel it. And now inhale, drawing the shoulders up toward the ears and down and back. And once again, inhale up and back. Shoulders dropping, dropping, melting into the end of the breath. Relax and release, let go. We'll begin our session with one sound of Om, that universal sound of peace and harmony. As we synchronize our energies, sending that powerful vibration to everyone and everything. As we begin, Om Shanti. And now, having that soft focus or allowing the eyes to remain closed. As we move through this practice today, and this is actually the last class of this series, with willful discipline, as I've said before, just having that commitment to get yourself onto the mat, yoga first, and everything else will fall into place. And hopefully you actually have begun to experience some of the life-changing benefits of yoga and meditation. Again, it's from stress relief, anxiety relief, pain relief, improved balance, increased strength, stronger immune system, better sleep, and inner peace. And again, we're focusing on that powerful benefit, the healing powers of the benefit of inner peace, the core of all the other benefits through the nurturance of the soul. Above all other attractions and interests, let your highest priority be the nurturance of your soul. And Yogi Amritasai. We'll begin today moving into wiping the face. It's just a great way to relax the face, and then it just kind of connects to the whole body. You'll be able to have that, possibly an opportunity to feel that sensation and really release some stress, some tension. I'm going to draw the palms, the palms to the face. Fingertips on the eyelids, gently covering the whole front of the face, barely touching, and sitting tall, shoulders dropping. And beginning to notice how the face begins to relax. Removing all expression from the face, just barely touching. And now placing the fingertips toward the center between the eyebrows, and then pressing and releasing across the eyebrows. Feeling the press, feeling the release, really pressing to the forehead, pressing and releasing to the temples. Again, feeling the press, feeling the release along the sides of the jaw towards the chin, pressing and releasing. below the lower lip, all the way across, breathing and releasing. And above the upper lip, all the way across. Again to the chin, towards the jaw, pressing, releasing. Feeling it all. Across the cheeks to the bridge of the nose, pressing and releasing. Again, towards the temples, pressing and releasing. Across the eyebrows. And then to that spot between the eyebrows, just pressing that spot. Opening up that space of awareness. And now allowing the palms to come to the face once again, fingertips on the eyelids, gently covering the whole front of the face, barely touching. Again, noticing how the sensation from the hands begins relaxing the face, moving again, all expression from the face. And perhaps into the neck area, focusing there. Energy follows attention. The shoulders, the arms, the torso, the hips, the legs. Perhaps feeling that subtle hum in the body. Breathing in and letting go. And now slowly allowing the palms to rest on the thighs, shoulders dropping, closing the eyes for a moment, relax, allow, feel, and let go. Just taking a moment. And now again, soft focus. We're going to move into our pranayama. It's called Kapalabhati breath. It's a powerful pranayama. We're going to go into full Kapalabhati today. We'll begin by drawing the index finger towards the center of the body. You're going to pretend like you're blowing out the birthday candle. You can place your hand on your belly just to make sure it's actually a forceful exhale, and then that passive inhale just kind of happens naturally. It looks like this. We're going to blow out the birthday candle. Inhale. And now the proper way is having the mouth closed. So we're going to start off with the birthday candle and then closing the mouth, closing the mouth, and then you're going to feel that sensation in the chest area, in the lung area. It really strengthens the lungs. And also, you have that opportunity to release a lot of the stress in that major chakra line, those energy wheels that tend to hold a lot of the stuff you really want to release. We'll begin again, Kapalabhati. Inhale. Now closing the mouth. Now folding forward and down, exhaling, pausing at the end of the breath, relax, merging into that gap. Then inhale up, chin toward the chest, shoulders down and back, holding the breath. And then releasing from the top of the chest all the way down the belly. Connecting the breath, breathe, and let go. Taking the time for the energy to balance. As you breathe in and breathe out. connecting to the heartbeat. A subtle vibration. Again, for most, it begins in the fingertips. As you rest in third eye, that spot between the eyebrows, energy rising. Towards the heart, towards that first space of integration, relax and let go. Inward and upward. As you rest in that spot between the eyebrows, just stepping back. Linking yourself to that space of inner peace, of quiet, of calm, of deep, deep stillness. As you release the stress, the tension, just by being here now. Not moving ahead, not running away, just being here. Relax. And let go. Integration. Soft focus. Just noticing perhaps the difference between before and after those few breaths. We'll draw ourselves towards table position. Shoulders are over the wrists. Knees are hip width apart. Moving into cat and dog once again, opening up that lower back. Inhale, exhale, rounding, arching, extending. And inhaling, dropping the belly into the dog, looking up, feeling it all. Inhale, exhale, rounding, arching, extending. And inhaling, dropping the belly. Moment by moment, meditation and motion. Inhale, exhale. Cat and dog. Slowly coming to center, looking over the right shoulder, toes to the right. Directing the breath again to that area that feels like it's holding. Inhale and exhale again. Slowly coming to center. Looking over the left shoulder, toes to the left, breathe. Again. Slowly coming to center. Drawing the hips toward the heels, the arms forward, forehead onto the mat, shoulders dropping, really sinking in the body. Breathing up the spine, tailbone to the crown, that energetic line. Now drawing yourself back towards table. Coming up a more normal way or curling the toes under, pressing the hips toward the ceiling. Dropping one heel at a time, opening the calves, the toes, the feet. Coming into a bit of a squat, pressing the hips back and up. And then drawing the feet towards the hands towards the feet. Really pressing into the feet, feeling that support, preparing for. Then we're going to go into breath. We're actually going to go in our breath work called Vastrika. We've done that a couple times, couple classes previous. We're going to draw our feet towards that shoulder width apart or a little bit beyond. Again, we clasp the hands very lightly, but really draw them along the sides of the body. And again, we're strengthening the lungs on this one, and then having that opportunity to release those deeper stresses that have just kind of hung around, those blocks. And it goes like this. Use that breath. Like so. It's really similar to the Kapala body, but we're standing, we're using the whole body. Then we inhale and exhale. Chin toward the chest, into that standing cat, and then into the dog, shoulders down and back. This is the first stage of Bhastrika. And then inhale, arms overhead, like so. Warming up with Bhastrika. Inhale, arms overhead. Then inhale up. Exhale. Shorten the spine, close off the throat, chin toward the chest. That cat. Dropping the belly, shoulders down and back. And then inhale, arms overhead. And release. Closing the eyes, relax, allow, feel, and let go. Energy rising, rising as you rest in third eye, feeling the sensation, a heartbeat, perhaps warmth. Not moving ahead, again, just being here now. Experiencing the experience, feeling the feeling. Present moment. That's where the good stuff happens. Releasing again the stress, the tension, those deeper blocks, just by being here now. As you rest in third eye. Energy rising, relax. A lot going on, breathe. And let go. Inward and upward. Backward. Soft focus. Drawing feet together, we'll be moving into sun salutation. Once again today, feet are together. Pressing down the feet up through the crown, nudging the heels, that drops that tailbone. Firming the inner thighs, squeezing the legs and buttocks, palms into prayer position. First stage, serene namaskar. Resting in third eye, looking forward, peripheral vision, one way to get there. Slowly extending the arms. Overhead, lifting, saluting the light, the sun. Nudging hips forward, energetic line, heels through the crown, breathe. Slowly coming to center, folding forward and down. Chest moving toward the thighs, forehead toward the knees. Thumbs toward the little toes, rocking the weight towards the front of the feet, head hanging. Focusing on the body again, directing the breath. Inhale and exhale again. Palms together, rising up, moving and meditating, feeling it all. Again, extending the arms, allowing the energy to lift, pull you up, breathe. The sun. Slowly coming to center. Again, once again, folding forward and down. Feeling it all. Chest moving toward the thighs, thumbs toward the little toes, rocking the weight towards the front of the feet, directing the breath. Inhale and exhale again. Palms together, rising up slowly, pressing, using your core. Again, extending the arms, allowing the energy to lift, pull you up, breathe. Heel to the crown. Slowly coming to center, allowing the palms to move moment by moment in front of the heart. Closing the eyes, shoulders heavy, sinking in the body. Relax, allow, feel, and let go. Second part of the posture integration. Taking the time for the energy balance as you're here now. Relax, allow, feel. Let it go, let it flow. Full breaths in and out. Way down the belly. Releasing rather than thinking as you're here now. Taking that break away from the mind. Sending the energy to the body, relax. And let go. As you rest in third eye, linking yourself again to that space of inner peace, of quiet, of calm, of soul, of spirit. Nourishing that. Relax. Integration. Self-focus. Again, feet are together, pressing down the feet, moving into Tadasana and Ardha Chadrasana. Nudging the heels. Once again, squeezing the legs and buttocks. We're all about, as I've said, feeling the whole body. Palms into prayer position. Resting in third eye. Slowly extending the arms overhead. Interlace, arms to the head slightly back. Shoulders dropping, nudging the elbows toward the ears, breathing up the spine. to the left. Upper body extending up and over. Half moon breathe. Heel through the crown. Slowly coming to center. Hip to the right, upper body extending up and over. Breathe. Ardha Chadrasana. Slowly coming to center. Find the palms to move moment by moment in front of the heart. Closing the eyes, shoulders heavy. Again, sinking in the body. Choosing yoga. Choosing integration, relax. And let go. And connecting the energy. Sensation of the body. Full breaths. And choosing third eye, that part of you that just steps back. Taking that break, relax. Let go, let go. And nourishing the soul. Here now, breathe. Self-focus. I'm going to move towards the top of the mat. Feeling the movement, as we say, from posture to posture, breath work to breath work. We're going to go into half shoulder stand. And again, the first stage, you can just draw the legs up. That's perfectly fine. You want to relax into where you are, not where you are not. You want the energy to go in body rather than mind. Or you can rock back, placing the palms below the hips, hips resting in the palms. Half shoulder stand. Chin toward the chest, most important. Inhale back and exhale, lift. Elbows toward the body, extending through the toes. Again, hips resting in the palms. Breathe. And great things for the pituitary, the thyroid. Nudging the outer shoulders towards the mat. Full breath. Drawing the knees toward the chest, curling down. Feet to the mat, arms along your sides. Tailbone dropping, just really melting in the body. Relax. Allow, feel, and let go. Breathing in again from way down the belly, all the way up and all the way down. Releasing rather than thinking. As you rest in that spot between the eyebrows. Energy rising. Taking the time for the energy to balance in the body, the mind, the heart, the soul, relax. And let go. Soft focus. Now moving towards the top of the mat a bit, just being that crab again, using your core. Allowing the legs to move onto the mat and extending the arms overhead, pressing the heels down and out. And now taking a deep breath in, letting go with a sigh. Again. Slowly allowing the arms to come along your sides, moment by moment. Being in the moment all the way there. Feeling, breathing, and releasing. Full yogic breath. Filling the water bottle, bottom, middle, top. And releasing from the top, the middle, the bottom. Nourishing the soul. Soft focus. Moving into bridge pose, Setu Padasana. Heels are towards the hips, arms along your sides. Again, allowing the tailbone to drop at this point. Hips are in alignment with the legs. Again, drawing the heels towards the hips. And we're going to be clasping the hands underneath and then pressing into the feet and lifting. We're going to go into the first stage though first, and then just finding that, again, find that place where you feel it, you can relax and nestle in. And again, just surrendering where you are, not where you're not, and the energy body. Pressing and lifting like so. And this may be it, that's fine, just breathe. Chin toward the chest. And now if available, drawing the heels, again, towards the hips. Again, hips are in alignment with the legs. And then clasping the hands underneath and rocking one shoulder and another, under. And then extending through the palms, and then the hips, heels towards the hips. And then pressing into the balls of the feet, pressing down and away. Breathe. Bridge. Staying present in the body, feel it. Moving out slowly. Unclasping the hands. One vertebrae at a time from the top of the shoulder area. Just this. Slow, slow. As you reach the tailbone, nudging the tailbone into the mat and rocking the pelvic area forward, coming back to center, relax, breathe, feel, and let go. Again, full breath. Softening the face, jaw. Connecting to the heartbeat again, perhaps the warmth. Breathing in and letting go. You draw attention to the spot between the eyebrows. Energy rising, relax, and let go. Releasing again the stress, the tension, just by being here now. Stepping back. Again, nourishing the soul. Deep breath in and letting go. And now drawing the knees toward the chest, wrapping below the knees or behind the thighs. Rocking back and forth, side to side, nudging the tailbone towards the mat. Slow movements, back and forth, back and forth. And now coming to center, feet to the mat, arms along your sides. Again, tailbone dropping, just really melting into the body. Relax and let go. And now allowing the legs to move onto the mat, arms along your sides. Legs just falling away, heavy, arms heavy, shoulders heavy. Preparing for our short meditation. Allowing for the true integration of everything we've done during this class time. Full yogic breath. Breathing in and releasing. Again, nourishing the self. I'm going to be rising up to guide you through. We'll begin by breathing in and breathing out. Following the breath in and following the breath out. Belly rising, belly falling. As you follow the breath in and follow the breath out. Remaining connected to the breath. And allowing for the true integration of everything we've done during this class time. And now beginning to soften the breath. Letting go of any control of the breath. Allowing the breath to breathe itself. Be still. Let go of all thoughts, worry, tension. Giving yourself to a higher source within. Relax, trust, let go. Feeling a deep sense of peace in your heart. As you shift from thinking and doing to feeling and being. Simply relax as you merge into the deepest state of tranquility, stillness, peace. Drawing attention to the spot, that space between the eyebrows. As you rest in the space of awareness, entering the domain of grace, releasing all fears, apprehension, anxiety about all that you want to manage, control, change. Replacing with faith and trust in the higher source within as you merge into the sanctuary of silence. Sensing inner quiet. Sensing peace, calm, contentment. Sensing the rising and falling of the breath once again. Noticing the softness in the breath, a tranquil mind. Very slowly drawing the palms into prayer position in front of the heart. As we salute the inside in each one of us, that quiet, still, sacred space of heart, of soul, of spirit inside each one of us, we salute that, we nourish that. Shabbat. And now allowing yourself to remain in silent meditation as you slowly come back and taking this sense of peace with you as you move on to your next thing. Again, Shabbat. Have a great day. It was great.